trying to shake Haiti free. There's a couple side effects that's been manifesting. I'm going to get into that. But first, I'm going to do some invites and let the people in here. So, I haven't been going live because I got two primary things going on. I was on Dr. G, Reawaken Minds the other day. And we went over a whole lot of informational updates on there about, how shit played out and why it worked the way it's working. We done went over some good information, but in the last few days, some shit been going on globally, and y'all ain't paying this shit no attention. According to the algorithms, I have to alert y'all. If I can't help you, I can show as fuck hip you. So that's the philosophy. So, I just sent my invites out. So, I got one question right there. Okay, so we're going to start with the question that was in my box because it's related. Everybody want to know why these animals walking around in circles. They making pilgrimage. Everywhere you see them animals, those are what you call a energy vortex. And they are only put there by a great mother. They don't just pop up. And when the animals get into them, it gives them a euphoria. It's like us smoking crack or getting high on heroin. It gives you an altered mind state and an altered energy field, right? So the animals are doing what the Muslims have been telling us for the last 1,400 years about the close of the age. You got to go back to Islam now. You got to know what the Hijrah is when the elephants went marching into Mecca. The Hijrah was called the Great Matriarchal March, where there were mothers whose children had been stolen, fed up, right? And so they mounted up on elephant back. They will have you believe that it was two separate groups of people by culture or tribes, Middle Eastern tribes. But the truth about the Hijrah or the March of the Elephants, that's the March of the Matriarchs. When you hear about Hannibal elephants, those elephants were tended to by women warriors, but they won't talk about them, right? So this is why you need movies like The Woman King, because y'all don't know about the Candace Queens, y'all don't know about Anne Zingha, y'all don't know about Queen Makita, and don't even let me get started over here with the warrior sisters that they murdered, right? So, when you study in Islam and you find out that the whole religion is stolen matriarchal, spiritual practice rites. It's called spiritual rites, but they not a religion. So all of the women's rituals are concealed by the Sufi mystics, Order of the Green Light. And the ones who was doing the dirt was the Sufi of the Red Light. And they were the ones using fire magic, blood magic, money magic, sex magic to control us. Now, I never talked about the application of the fire magic because this is straight out of the city of Ur of the Chaldees. The Babylonian sex magic is all forms of ritualistic sexual abuse. It don't have to be abusive to be sex magic. But Babylonian sex magic requires somebody to be sexually damaged to the point of tears, either in pain or preference. So the Babylonian sex magic is what we call it, the Great Rape Campaign of the Divine Feminine, where these patriarchs who wanted to institute patriarchy on earth and turn it into a restricted will universe wanted to get rid of the powerful women. So they call themselves dehumanizing and humiliating them by putting them through a series of rapes and sexual abuses of varying kinds and making them sell their body in brothels and shit like that. Right? So once they do this, it has a reverse manifestation energy. What that mean? Well, when you have consensual, loving, sexual intercourse, right? That sacred energy exchange, as my sister Phoenix would say, brings the manifestation of the best life into the two people if they know what they're doing. So basically they become the two batteries in a remote control, and they be able to change the channel on reality. But when they using it for pain, suffering, and oppression, they're using the reverse energy, the other side of the energy. They call it the left-hand path. So when they're using this energy, it has to be suffering attached to it in order to subjugate the energy. So you reverse manifesting. Instead of manifesting peace, prosperity, and abundance, you manifest in misery, pain, and suffering. And then you perpetuate it because hurt people tend to hurt people. So if you got a bunch of sexually damaged people who don't know how to heal, because most of them don't without a assistant or a life coach. This was the job of the doulas. The doulas is the most underrated motherfucker in the history of the world. Doulas, you had doulas that come in at every level of a woman's life to help her put her life back together when she feel like she's losing it. They don't have that shit no more. They didn't eliminated and murdered the midwives and then went on an all-out witch hunt for the doulas. They called them witches and sorceresses, and they was actually the healers in the community. So when this take place, they have to subjugate the female because they need the men to turn into some bitch asses. And the only way for us to turn into bitch asses is to be constantly exposed to the disrespect and dehumanization of the most powerful being on the planet, which is the woman. I didn't make that shit up. That's just the law of the land. That's the way it is. The woman is synced to the earth by mitochondrial. They can control it. They can pass it. They can turn it on and they can turn that shit off. So as long as the most powerful beings on the planet don't know where they power at, right, they can't access it. So what I got to do? Every goddamn thing they doing to dehumanize, demean, undermine, supplant, overwrite, whitewash, or any other means of deceptive practice to conceal the divine feminine on earth, right? All of these guys that they be painting with this long ass motherfucking hair and a beard, all they did was took a woman and painted a beard on her and changed her name from a feminine name to a masculine name. These motherfuckers ain't even creative with their dumb ass shit. They not even creative. They not innovative. They do the same dumb shit, right? Everywhere there was a divine feminine mother that was whooping their ass, they turned her into a demon bitch, right? Mary mean rebellious woman. It's a derogatory term applied to the queen of heaven and earth for having a son without the aid of a man, to spite Enlil bitch ass for being full of bitch assness, right? So since she did that, they started calling her a rebellious woman and said that her child will always be a malformed deity, a Yaldabaoth. All as the son of man, terminated. When they say son of man, that ain't no glorious title. That's a derogatory title when you have a X-Man created through parthenogenesis, and they talking about he the son of man when no man was involved in that immaculate conception. See, so they want us to be perpetually deceived, and I want us to be perpetually awakened to their shenanigans and their bullshit so we don't fall for it no more. Say what you want about me. One thing you can't say is that I'm making this shit up. At this point, the level of receipts And most people haven't even seen all of the ones I've been putting on Facebook for the last 3 years in the form of written posts, right? Because those are whole pamphlets to study from, but motherfuckers don't know what they looking at because there's too many flips, knocks, and motherfucking emojis in there for them to keep up without losing. They can't keep up. But I had to do it that way because I had to outstrip the thinking of artificial intelligence. That's what I was up against. Because the forms of government was the oligarchy ruled by corporations. Then it was the techocracy ruled by the techs in Silicon Valley. They all came to challenge for the God seat. And they said that I'm not going to be able to make it because I'm not very educated and I don't got no alphabets behind my name. But they must didn't know that I wasn't no regular Negro. I wasn't no black. I wasn't one of them niggas that you can hide it from in the book. I don't need you to tell me how to educate myself. I'm the coldest motherfucker at educating me. I'm going to do it every time. I don't need your motherfucking schools, your elementary school, your middle school, your motherfucking high school, your motherfucking university, your motherfucking colleges. No, I don't need none of that shit. I can go learn. I can get it off the land. I can get it from the dirt, from the knowledge to the motherfucking skills to pay the bills from the dirt. I don't need no motherfucking, no. So that being said, they wanted to take the power away from these women. Well, some of these women got guys that actually give a fuck. And some of these women say, hey, they got my sisters hostages. If you niggas ain't gonna do nothing, what the fuck is y'all doing here? We can just cancel this gender contract and we can go back to the island of Lesbos. We don't need no bitch ass nigga. We need a grown ass man, motherfucker, stand up, tell the truth, shame the goddamn devil, and humiliate the goddamn politicians. Right? So I told them why communism is not going to work for us. Communism won't work for us because the family not involved. Socialism won't work for us because the family's not involved. Modern democracy, it won't work for us because the family's not involved. Any form of fucking government they brought to me, I didn't see no family as the central pivot point of the government. So I challenge all the motherfuckers. Y'all find something that's more functional than producing child geniuses in a matriarchal form of government, and I'll let y'all have this bitch. Well, I ain't got no response back on that yet, and that's been going on 3 years. They didn't respond to every goddamn thing else. They even admitted the humiliated defeat of their motherfucking 4-bit quantum encryption computer being outstripped and flipped by a motherfucker that they said wasn't gonna never learn shit. Don't know nothing because he ain't got no alphabets behind his name, so he can't be the motherfucking one. They call him an unlearned prophet. I can't tell, motherfucker. I sit there with your doctors and they don't know I didn't go to med school. I sit there with your lawyers and they don't know I didn't go to law school. So then what the fuck is this then? Right? So they don't want y'all to be aware. Now, current events is a motherfucker. So that's why the animals is walking in the circle. It's a ritual the animals are telling y'all something. If you go back, I remember I said, watch these animals because these animals is the timekeepers. They going to show you when to go to high ground and then they going to show you when to be still. When you see them walking in the circle like that, they saying, mama home. But bitch, it's too late to be still now. You better move even if you moving in a circle. You better move even if you moving in a circle. Don't sit your ass still while mama got her daughters reclaiming their shit. Any of you motherfuckers is not participating in the redemption process of the divine feminine and the return of the divine masculine. Y'all gonna get left behind. And when I say left behind, I ain't talking about no motherfucking the Anunnaki leaving your ass. I'm talking about mama leaving your ass saying that motherfucker don't want to do right, so he can't stay. He can come back and try it again at a later date when we got done cleaning this shit up. Right? So, also the weather patterns, also several sightings of the mothership I've posted. They've actually had full video where you can't see the total ship because it's hidden in the clouds, but you can see the ring of lights on that motherfucker, and you know that motherfucker big, right? So ain't no secret them motherfuckers here. The only secret is that you motherfuckers is not aware that it's not a secret. That's the only secret. All these motherfuckers know. The Russians know it. The Chinese know it. The Japanese. The Hindus know it. The Africans know it. The South Africans know it. The West Africans. The East Africans. The Europeans know it. The motherfucking Germans. The French. The Italians. The motherfucking Swiss. The Yugoslavians. The Albanians. The Armenians. They all know this shit. And we the only motherfuckers that count to know it. And we don't know shit. We the ones that matter. This is the goddamn pimple head of the goddamn war here. Between good and evil. Between right and wrong. Between this they shit, give it back to them versus no, we don't want them to have their shit, we keeping it. This is what we've been up against. They don't want these sisters to get this earth back. And they done picked the wrong nigga to give it back. Because they gonna get it back fucking with me. One way or another, hook or crook, I'm gonna find a motherfucking avenue to get the touchdown on this bitch. Because the marathon definitely gonna continue until we cross the motherfucking finish line. Right? And I just gotta keep going until I max the fuck out. And once I max the fuck out, God damn it, then we can up the ante and come up with a new motherfucking regimen in order to increase the strength. Because I'm not backing down. I don't have no reverse. I broke that bitch on purpose. Ain't no retreat. No motherfucking surrender. Never give up. Never give in. Full speed ahead. Balls to the motherfucking wall. Shake these motherfuckers till they motherfucking badussy until they drop that shit like it's hot. Turn all these motherfucking deep state actors into goddamn strip club entertainers. Have them drop that shit on the motherfucking guillotine rack right before they go off with their head. That's just... Speaking of which, Brazil did the damn thing already. The president of Brazil that's in now was called the Brazilian Donald Trump. The Donald Trump of South America. And when them motherfuckers, deep state, tried to steal the goddamn election, them motherfuckers went in there and took their motherfucking ass out in broad open daylight in front of everybody. Wasn't no concealing that shit. Wasn't no hiding it. This motherfucker tried to move for the power seat and they cut his ass off at the goddamn knee. You will not get it this time. Then turn around within 24 hours, Germany, deep state, coup attempt, foiled in front of everybody. We ain't talking about this shit. We just looked at it and said, oh, that's some pretty interesting stuff. Somebody tried to take over. Do you understand what's going on around the world? These motherfuckers was everywhere. Now they being drugged out everywhere. The only thing they waiting on is these motherfuckers that stopped thinking they came over here on the ship and realized this they shit. They got the God-given birthright to the land and to restore the air and the water associated with the planet called Earth or Kai or Tiamat. I don't give a fuck what you call them, motherfucker. But the organic people or the so-called Americans is the only motherfuckers with the qualifications, the blood and the right, and the goddamn cold crackers to fix the troubles that we face with. So here we is fixing this shit in real time, and y'all looking at everything but the goddamn shit go down. We're talking about when is it gonna happen? Motherfucker, it's happening in real time, in your face, not behind your back, and you still can't see it. God damn. So this is what be frustrating, right? This is what be frustrating. Now, Australia is surrounded by U.S. military, for those who don't know that. Australia been surrounded for a little over a week because they about to go in that bitch next. All of this is nudging these motherfucking Choctaw, the Chickasaw, the Shoshone, the Upshaw, right? All these different tribes, the Gullah Geechee, the Geechee Gullah, right? All these tribes, the Taino, the Arawak, the Bariqua, We trying to wake you motherfuckers up. This shit over with. The white man world is dead. The white man world dead. Stop believing in this shit. This shit over with. That's it. Right? So, right. I remember a motherfucker told me, it ain't like a bunch of white people sat down in a room and wrote a book on how to oppress black people. I thought about that shit for a minute and I was like, wasn't you goddamn right? It was some niggas that did that shit. That don't make sense. Why would niggas do that to us? And then call us niggas? And we fell for the banana in the tailpipe. It been niggas killing us the whole goddamn time. The whole goddamn time. From Manhattan Indians to motherfucking Shinnecocks. Right? They been niggas killing us the whole fucking time. Hiding behind whitey. That ain't even white. He buttermilk. Beige, tan, off-white, eggshell. Them motherfuckers ain't white, though. Pink, flesh, peach. But they ain't white. But they holding these motherfuckers up there because they don't think that we gonna ever figure out that it's some motherfuckers that look like us calling the shots the whole time as the unknown gods of the earth. If you really God, motherfucker, why you hiding? Why you ducking? Why you running? Why you peeping around corners? Why you tapping phones? Why you motherfucking installing motherfucking hidden cameras in people's shit if you not motherfucking concerned about the real gods waking up? I'm saying, you said you God, but you hiding. You said that you gonna run this bitch and run the organic people of the earth off the planet. And here it is, we still here asking you if you God and you the only motherfucker that want to be worshipped and you don't want nobody else getting no glory but you, then why you gotta hide? See, my mama told me something a long time ago. She say when it's a nigga always hide, you can't trust that motherfucker because he always doing some dirt. It's the same thing apply to these so-called God motherfuckers. How you gonna be calling yourself God and hiding? How you gonna say you Yahweh, motherfucker, with your bitch ass, skirt wearing motherfucker? You Yahweh, but you don't want the people to see you, lest they rebel. Motherfucker, that's the most bitch ass shit I ever heard in my life. No man shall see God face to face and live. What kind of bitch shit is that? Right? But they ain't say no woman won't see his bitch ass, pussy ass nigga. Is God a wimp? Goddamn right that motherfucker a wimp. Motherfucker. Look, what do a hairy face, testicle swinging, schlong carrying man want to take the place of a beautiful, shapely, curvaceous, soft-spoken, sweet-tempered woman that'll give you everything she motherfucking got, and you want to replace her with your hairy face, nappy hair on your ass, having hairy back motherfucker, want to replace her. That don't make sense to me. That shit don't make sense to me. Clayton Bigsby ass motherfuckers. Just gonna take the woman and just throw her away. How you motherfuckers gonna make a baby? How you gonna turn all the guys gay so there's only one motherfucker to have babies with? What the fuck is y'all doing? Right? I mean, some of us got some stamina and we can do some stroking and make some babies, but we ain't finna leave my babies in the custody of you riding motherfucking baby dick sucking ass bar mitzvah carrying motherfuckers. We not finna do that shit. That female genital mutilation shit that you got motherfuckers thinking that a woman not supposed to experience pleasure during sex. Is you fucking crazy? If she don't experience pleasure during sex, that turns it into a painful experience, which automatically converts the energy on itself. You rotten son of a bitches is so goddamn dirty. Y'all so dirty. Why would y'all do these women like that? Then if they rise up against your motherfucking ass, you want to be the first motherfuckers crying, here she come with that women's lib shit. Nah, this her shit. She just coming to tell you disrespecting the rules of the house. And if you can't respect the rules of the house, motherfucker, you don't need to be here. You don't need to be here. Shit's fucking insane. It don't make sense. Everywhere they had a woman at, they didn't put a drag queen there now. Make this shit make sense. What would the purpose of turning all of the gods into drag queens? What the fuck is these motherfuckers saying? They didn't turn Jesus into a drag queen. They didn't turn Krishna into a drag queen. They didn't turn motherfucking ISIS into a drag queen. They turned all these motherfuckers into drag queens and said that they are the almighty God. I don't know what y'all niggas be believing, but this shit y'all be believing, but this shit don't work on me. I'm immune to that kind of bullshit there because it just don't fit with the way that my bones feel about Earth. My bones tell me that shit ain't right. And you motherfuckers go along to get along with that shit. Y'all know this shit ain't right. Well, since the white man conquered us, we might as well just work for the white man. Motherfuck the white man and his system. How about that? Motherfuck the white man and his system. And the white man darker than us, you stupid ass niggas. These motherfuckers come over here with that bullshit and we fell for it. Niggas, stop falling for the same trick. Make these motherfuckers do one new trick. All these is the same shit. They keep repeating it over and over and over. Trick no good on my watch because I can see it. And I'm just telling all of the people what they looking at. Y'all looking at these motherfuckers get drug out of a tight ass hole by their balls. And they don't want to come out and they can't stay in. Because it hurt too goddamn bad to resist. This is what y'all looking at. So I don't give a fuck how long it take because Big Mama say it take how long it take. And stop asking me when and just finish the task. So I'm going to keep knocking at this motherfucker till the whole goddamn earth wake up and realize that this shit is over with. Them foster fraud ass motherfuckers. Them nature over nurture ass motherfuckers. They don't have no sense of motherfucking pride in the feminine, and they only have motherfucking adoration for penises. And that's why you see dicks everywhere in goddamn Rome. Because them was the motherfuckers that said the greatest love was between a man and a boy, got these old ass beard-faced rabbis sucking on baby dicks and shit. Goddamn priests stealing altar boys motherfucking a-hole. Rotten ass motherfuckers, and ain't nobody supposed to say nothing about it because they supposed to be the man of God. Well, make your bitch ass God come explain this shit to me. Make that motherfucker come explain this shit to me. I want to know. You the almighty motherfucker you claim you is, right? You the baddest motherfucker that you claim you is. And you the only motherfucker qualified to be honored, respected, and revered. And you letting all of your motherfucking adherents fuck over the babies. And you ain't saying nothing. I want to know what kind of God you claim to be even be into that shit. You know? Why you gotta destroy the children in order to control people when you just tell them the truth and let them live their life and everything works out just fine on the matriarchal side, but you motherfuckers want to push this restricted will universe agenda in a free will universe, and we don't like that shit. We don't like that shit. That shit not fun. It don't feel right. It felt like we upside down and backwards. It felt like we slightly twisted, kind of quirky. I mean, I ain't the one to talk, so y'all ain't heard it from me. But I'm just saying, they got all these motherfucking guys that could do all this shit, but these motherfuckers can't stop they motherfucking priests and they motherfucking imams and they rabbis from fucking babies. Them should be the first motherfuckers that's the easiest to stop. Unless that motherfucking God they worship is in on that shit. I gotta believe he was in on it because according to the story, Mary was 12. And God came in there and gave her a baby. So I gotta go with the God got to be in on this shit. Then he hid himself and said he was a ghost. Now that's the most bitch ass shit I ever seen. So y'all know they reopened the Ramsey case. And the significance in that's what's gonna bring back the frazzle drip and the Podesta files. Because Ghislaine Maxwell and John Podesta and his brother, I forgot his name, Frank, whatever that motherfucking name is, they was all at the party where John and they came up unalived. When they done that to that baby, them motherfuckers was in there. Now they done open the case back up. I wonder what's going to happen with that shit. Child trafficking ass motherfuckers. Then Florida, DHS in Florida got caught telling little girls to go motherfucking prostitute and child trafficking. Then the motherfuckers child trafficking in Texas, the Department of Human Services, the social workers, in up to they motherfucking high top fades in that shit. All them dirty motherfuckers. They in that shit. And the little girl had enough sense when the social worker was telling her to suck some dick for some money to record the dumb bitch and show her mama. Now, if her mama would have did that, her mama would have been locked up. But you know what they said? That's just the same that a social worker would be out of her, so far out of line. Nigga, shoot that bitch in the face with a 12-gauge double barrel pump. Shoot that bitch in the face. That's what you supposed to do to them motherfuckers. See, y'all hard on the wrong motherfuckers. The motherfuckers that's touching on these kids, them the motherfuckers that we need to be overkilling them motherfuckers. Like, shoot that motherfucker 186 times so that the next motherfucker got 186 reasons to stay the fuck away from them kids. Shoot that motherfucker so many times he don't know if he's a bullet or a piece of meat. Show motherfucker. Then they get the picture. But we want to be hard on the motherfucker that's still a candy bar. We want to be hard on the motherfucker that hotwired a car. We want to be hard on the motherfucker that stole something from a thief. But we don't want to be hard on these motherfuckers that's fucking over the youth, which is in essence fucking our future. They literally fucking our future right away in front of us. Right? It is what it is. I'm going to try to tone it down because say we're going to talk, let you talk to the people. All them motherfuckers in on it. All them motherfuckers in on it. Tie they motherfucking Richard Byrd their ass. That need to be the punishment. If you get caught molesting a child, they tie your ass up and have a pickup truck, drive you down the dirt road till your head pop off. That's the kind of shit we need to do to punish them motherfuckers so they can get the message. Right? They ain't getting the message because they still setting up motherfucking. Why is people still sending their child to the motherfucking training camps? Oh, I gotta send my kids to school because, motherfucker, what is wrong with you people? Find a way to protect your child. Nigga, god damn. Okay, T, let's see what you got. These motherfuckers don't find out how to start protecting these kids. And these motherfuckers can't call themselves parents. right? Because I'll walk all the way to Chicago, but man, hey, how you doing?
Hi, Brother Ryan.
Where you
I
coming
can't
from?
believe I'm on here. You know how long I've been trying to come live.
I don't, but I wouldn't doubt it because I be having a lot of people sometimes.
Yeah, you do. I'm calling from upstate New York.
Okay, New York in the motherfucker.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. What's on your mind today?
So, I've been, first I wanted to ask you, like, I dream a lot. Like, I could just close my eyes and I automatically go into a dream state, but I can't never remember, or I
Listen,
can never figure out, like, like, I'm all over the place in the dreams.
let me show you something. You know a power lifter? You ever seen a power lifter lift weight?
Hmm.
How do this motherfucker know that he can bench press 500 pounds?
He believe in himself.
But he did something before he got under the 500 pounds. Did he train himself and condition himself to be capable of lifting
Oh,
the
yeah.
500 pounds?
Practice.
So that's the process. Your job as a seer, because that's why you have dreams like that. You're a dream walker, a seer. So only thing you need is a whole bunch of dictionaries and etymology books, because the more you can define the definition of what you see, the easier it is to convert it into the message that you receive. The side effect of that is the more that you do the research, the more you'll be able to remember your dreams because you will know what they mean.
Hmm.
That's a process, right? So
Hmm.
for dream walkers, learning definitions from different perspectives gives them the ability to fine tune the psychic message to make it accurate enough to call somebody's name.
Okay. Because I was feeling like, I don't know, I was just like at a standstill or something, just stagnated. And I had a reading done. They said that
You
it
was
was,
at a standstill.
huh?
You was. That's one of the spiritual rules. Everybody got to remember this. When you don't know what to do, you're not supposed to do nothing. What that means is you've learned so much stuff, you got to allow it time to settle into the mind and organize itself to be useful, right? So
Believe
when,
that.
when spirits say don't move, most people try to force it,
Hmm.
right? Because they feel like they need to be productive. But there's something called the Wu Wei. Shout out to Riz and the Wu Tang Clan. Wu Wei literally means doing nothing in order to accomplish something. So when spirit give you so many messages and you backlogged, you monkey flipping now. You repeating the same cycles every day over and over till you see it. Once you see it, you flip free and move forward.
Okay. Makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
That's just how, once you know how the mind works, it's easier to explain than not knowing how the mind works.
Hmm.
Right. Um, I'm gonna give you for recommended reading, I'm gonna recommend Dianetics by L. Ron Hubbard. Because
Dianetics.
yeah.
Okay.
And the reason why I'm gonna recommend it to you is because it gives you the examples of the importance of knowing the meaning of words when you're reading. That means reading a book or reading the universe. The more meanings you know, the more clearly you can see the message. And it also tells you how the negative ideas is passed down in the family, so you will learn how to break the generational curses. That's right, the Ingrams are the rogue ideas implanted in our mind to hijack our psyche. Once you know how it worked, it automatically break you free from that part of the trap. And
You on point, brother Rod. You on point.
The name of the book is Dianetics by L. Ron Hubbard.
Harper. Okay.
Hubbard. Hubbard.
Oh, Hubbard.
It's funny because we
Okay.
talk about the Anunnaki. And L. Ron Hubbard wrote a sci-fi series that catalogs the whole story. It's the whole Anunnaki story. Matter of fact, there's a movie that John Travolta played in, and he was playing Inky in the movie. But it was based on one of L. Ron Hubbard's books, and it's an indie film.
I'm gonna get the book tonight.
Yeah, it's the rest of the Dianetic shit is just fluff. That first book, Dianetics, is a bad motherfucker. That motherfucker need to be right next to the Bible, the Quran, and the dictionary.
Wow.
It's important for the man to that level.
Dynamics by Hubbard. Got it.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for that. You always on point. And that's so true because I have been, I've been getting so much knowledge, information.
Yeah. So, yeah. And like what I used to do when I because you can only take so much information, and I couldn't stop reading because I get lazy and be off for a month. So I started reading medical field novels for recreational reading. So my favorite author was Robin Cook for a while. I just love his books. But it's one book that's exceptional in his collection, and it's called Mutation. And it's talking about altering the genome in order to facilitate higher intelligence in this child, right?
Oh, okay.
And he's telling you, like, when you look up the shit that he's telling you as the method for the increase, the first thing that you be wondering is, how the fuck this motherfucker know this shit?
And then I wanted to ask you, so I'm upstate New York. I wonder, is that gated community up here where I'm at that you
It's somewhere
about?
up there. I think it's like northeast of Rochester.
Oh, that's where I'm at, Rochester.
Yeah, so it's not far from you.
Oh, okay.
All you gotta do is ask around. They tell you where the gated community's at. A motherfucker that look like us. They know, but they don't know that they that filthy rich. And they don't know they imposters on the land. But they know that there's a gated community of motherfuckers that look like us that's filthy rich.
Oh, okay.
But they just didn't know these motherfuckers was in the trillionaire club, not the billionaire club.
Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, so Mel, one last question I want to ask you, but I'm kind of about asking it on here.
Well, you can message me. You can message me if the answer not too long. I'll answer the question. Sometimes people be thinking I be ignoring them, but they'll write like 4 paragraphs and they're like, "What you think?" Motherfucker, it'll take. I'll write a whole encyclopedia to answer that shit you just asked me. I can't answer that shit in no message. But if it's a simple question and I can give you the answer, I definitely do it. Or I give you the reference to finance.
I feel you. It's in regards to something I seen outside my window.
Yeah, just message me the question and I'll answer it.
Okay. But thank you for the information. I'm definitely going to get that book.
Okay, sweetie.
All right.
All right. I see some feathers in this bitch. See some feathers in this bitch. See some feathers in this bitch. They say, right, if it was royalty over here, why they ain't had no crowns like they do in Europe with all of the stones and the nigga, that's some clown shit to us. That's not nature. You're not a real king if you require gold and jewelry to show your status. Your royal motherfucking nature gonna shine through no matter what you wearing. We just chose to wear feathers, right? And moccasins instead of motherfucking brutinis and feds. Say, hey, sweetie, how you doing? I like your
What's going
dreads.
on, brother? Oh, thank you, brother. Thank you. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Where you calling from?
Jackson, Mississippi, you already know.
Oh
Say hey,
yeah,
what you
Jack
do.
Town in the house. Hey, sweetie, how you doing?
She's supposed to be in the bed, but you know how that
Yeah.
is.
Hey, look, it be a lot of that when I be on here. Baby's supposed to be in the bed. Daddy trying to see who mama talking to, daddy talking to.